Hey guys, Smith City here for Smith City Product Reviews. Got a little bit of wetness on my singlet. Just washed and cleaned my dreads. I'm here to review Alien Radio Modern Times beer. It is their Hazy Citra Double IPA. So there it is. I'll get it to focus on the can for you. In a big 440ml can. I'm just going to have a quick look on their Twitter at Modern Times Beer. Modern Times is your friend on Facebook, and Modern Times Beer on their Instagram, and moderntimesbeer.com is their website. It's got the independent craft logo there. And I won't read anything else other than it says this beer is vegan. It is 8% by volume, 1 pint, sorry, not point. And I'm just trying to see if I can see where these guys are situated for. I think I saw it before, but I don't want to read too much just in case I say too much about the beer. I'm diddle-daddling too much, so anyway, I'll chuck that in the description where they're from. So just give that a little bit of a taparoo, see if it doesn't explode on me. It's got a bit of a bowed. Not too sure if you can see it on camera. It's a bit bowed, so it'll be interesting to see if it does explode. Bit of fizz, a little bit of smoke there. Chug it in this glass, why not? So gone from a 3.5% beer to an 8, just bang, straight up on another level. So there we've got basically a 3-finger head on this glass. It might be something different on another, but it's a very nice hazy dark orange color. We'll have a bit of a sniff. Orange peel, mango, passion fruit. It smells pretty good. It smells pretty good, guys. I'm just going to get it straight into my palate and mouth. I'm gonna have to go in and for another sip, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Lots of stuff. There's layers to this. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. Now that my palate's adjusted, it is quite smooth. First 2 sips were quite harsh on the front palate. As my palate's adjusted, there is that resinous, pininess element to the front palate. But as I've taken a few sips, that has mellowed out a little bit, and you do get sort of like the flesh of an orange in the mid palate. And then you get some really like fruit, rind, bitterness on the back end, which is just trying to work out whether I am enjoying it or not. It's very interesting. whilst I work out whether I like it or not, I'll read a bit on the back. So SRM gold, have no idea what that term means. If anyone knows, chuck it in the description, chuck it in the comment section. It's got 35 IBU, final gravity, some terms here that I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Final gravity 1.016. If anyone can help me out with those terms without me having to look them up, love some engagement on my comment section, so I won't chuck what they mean in the description. I'll let you guys play along at home. So it's got Citra, Idaho 7, Crystal, and Simcoe as the hops. It's got 2-row, malted oats, flaked oats, and malted wheat. Okay, so as you can see, the head's gone down quite a bit, but it does have quite a good foaminess to the head still, even though now it's like, you know, a fingernail type head, but it's still there. It does have a tremendous mouthfeel from those two different types of oats I've used in the beer. I like it. I do. I think because I like the experience in the mid palate, and then it changes a little bit differently to the back palate. It's almost taking me away from what I'm really enjoying about this beer, but I sort of got to remove myself away from it being a negative. Yeah, okay, so it does give it a good balance, because I think if it had that sort of flesh of an orange taste all the way through from the mid to back, and there wasn't that balance between the rind bitterness, I think it might tend to sort of lead towards tasting unlike a beer and more like a fruit juice. So the first few sips were pretty hard to get my head around, but I'm settling into this beer quite nicely. I'll read what's on the can. This outrageously tasty double IPA is a haze-filled festival of Citra, Idaho 7, Crystal, and Simcoe hops. Ready your face for a glorious detonation of stone fruit and tropical awesomeness with undertones of resinous pine, bang, that brings the whole thing together in a rather spectacular fashion. If you're into extremely tasty beers, we wouldn't hesitate to recommend this little number right here. Well, it's definitely not little. It's definitely not little. Drinkability. The more I'm drinking this, the more I'm enjoying it. So from a one can perspective, the drinkability as you're going down is spot on. It is getting better with each and every sip. Could I drink 10 of them? Not a chance in hell. Where would be my limit with this? Maybe 3. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good or a bad beer. It just means with the high alcohol content and the volume of alcohol you're consuming within a 440ml can, yeah, you're not going to be able to drink many more than 3, I don't reckon anyway. We're up to 57 subscribers, guys. That's fantastic. We've sort of been going up and then a little bit down, like we lose a couple of followers and then gain 3, drop 1, gain 2. But we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly at 60, where I can turn into a wild boar for you guys. Packaging I haven't really spoken about too much. It is quite simplistic. It's tough because The can itself, without reading what it is, I would probably buy it. I like the writing on it. I don't mind the colour. I don't mind in the darker purple, sort of bringing out the white there in the writing. I'd probably buy that. Do I think it goes with the actual beer itself? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But I suppose if it draws you in without even knowing what's in the beer first, and it doesn't really go too much with... I did this with another review where it was the 8 wide 2 scoop caramel cinnamon swirl, and that hooked me in. That hooked me in to buy it. Do I think it went with actually what the beer was? No. But marketing wise, they did a good job with luring you in to buying that. This goes a little bit the other way, where it's more simplistic than that 8 wide one I was talking about. But it's a full-on beer. Yeah, so I don't know whether the colour schemes and the writing and stuff go with a particular beer, but I suppose from a standpoint of just looking at that in a fridge, I'd probably buy it anyway. So it's a tough call. Like, I suppose in this case, it probably does and doesn't matter all at the same time. What would I rate it? I'm gonna give it an 8. That's back-to-back 8s, but that's okay. 8's a fantastic number. I think anything sort of below a 6, you're kind of having to do better. But I think any brewery where I give you an 8 or higher, regardless of the fact that you don't get a 10, I think you really should be happy with anything higher than a 7. Like, I really do think, you know, breweries looking at my reviews, if you get higher than a 7, you should be really proud and happy with the quality of beer that you're pumping out. Because I think from a standpoint, and I'm sort of rattling on a little bit here, but that's okay. Some videos I'll do that if I feel the need to sort of go off in a direction. But I've lost my train of thought there, which makes this video for a little bit longer. I was about to go off on a tangent, then did a disclaimer about my tangent, and now I've forgotten about what my tangent was. Funny. Will it come to me? Will it come to me? No, I think it's gone until I watch it back and then watch what I was saying beforehand, and then I'll be like, damn it. Damn it. Talking about ratings, I was talking about anything higher than a 7, you should be... Oh, that's right. Bingo. So from a perspective of me being a craft beer lover, or just beer lover in general, is I think if I rate anything higher than a 7, majority, I'd say a large portion of craft beer drinkers are going to enjoy something that I rate 7 and higher. And it's all about palate, it's all about preference, it's all about enjoyment and what particular beers and styles of beers you enjoy. And so I really think that if you get a 7 from me, you should be happy. And I think most people that try a beer that I rate a 7 or higher will probably feel the very same way. But I wouldn't be surprised if some people that have a beer that I rate a 7 might rate it, in their own mind at 10 or a 9 or something higher than a 7. Now I've got hiccups. I'm glad I remembered that. So I'm quite happy with this beer. It has got a lot better as I've gone down the drink. So anyway, guys, I've got one more beer in. Oh, do I have one more? No, I've got 2 more. I've got 2 more in my beer cartel pack. I've got another beer cartel pack arriving in a few days. I don't know, by the time I think this is uploaded, I'm probably going to be back from my Kevington trip, my work trip, and my boss's little holiday stay there. So that's what I'm doing next Saturday, Saturday, where you'll probably see some of my content on my Instagram of maybe me enjoying some drinks with some of my workmates. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying some of my content of recent times. I know I've done a little bit of different style reviews of late. If you'd like to see more of them, feel free to engage and say that you like some of those reviews. If you sort of more enjoy the beer side of things, then still let me know. That's totally fine. And we'll just keep plowing on through in 2021 with beers and everything in between. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you there. Smith City out, and I'll catch you on the next. Cheers.